interesting one from Alexandra Vika. Would you still swear to the leg press versus the squat for leg size in general? So when I started bodybuilding, every book I read, every magazine said that you can't get good legs without squatting. And Tom Platz was like a hero of mine. And Tom Platz was also a huge advocate of squatting. So I was doing the squats in the gym. Everyone was doing squats. But I got an injury on my right hip from squatting. I even had the special weightlifting shoes and all that stuff like Tom Platz because he was my hero. Doing heavy squats. I got very good development pretty quick. If you look at my first contest, but anyway, I'm digressing. You're asking me about squats. So squats are a good leg exercise or great, depending on your structure. If you can squat like Tom Platz, where because he's quite short and his upper body is not very long, so when he squats, the majority of the stress, the majority of the lift is doing with his quads. Whereas somebody like myself, that's taller, I'll be leaning forward more, so I'll be using more glutes, more lower back, and I had an injury, so I was kind of forced by the injury to try and do other things. So I started squatting on a Smith machine. Sometimes squat on a Smith machine, sometimes leg press, and always pre-exhausted by leg extensions first, and followed by usually hack squats. So I stopped squatting in, I think, around 88, 89 after I won my British Championship and got my pro card. And I was forced really to do it. And then doing the other exercises, I got better leg development because I felt like I could really isolate. With a Smith machine squat and a hack squat, I could really isolate. And leg press, I could go heavy without any risk to my lower back. So those exercises, I got better results, and generally I don't do free weight squats with them unless there's a reason to. The lesson is listen to your body. If you're doing squats and it's working great for you, then, well, continue. If they're not, then try something else. Do you have any long-term injury like Ronnie Coleman? Well, fortunately, I don't have any spinal injuries, which is Ronnie's problem. Perhaps because I didn't do those heavy squats, I stopped squatting quite early, so I was training legs without doing the heavy squats. And Ronnie was doing like powerlifting, strength moves, getting ready for Mr. Olympia. I really think that was not wise at all, and there was no point to do it. So, yes, I have some injuries. I have a torn rotator cuff on the left shoulder. Of course, I tore my bicep and my tricep, which makes them weaker. And because the left shoulder is missing supraspinatus, the right shoulder does too much work. That's why I'm not training heavy now, because I've done what I need to do in bodybuilding. I don't want to be, when I get older, that I cannot throw a ball or something like this. I like to be active. I love to go hiking in the mountains. I like swimming. I like riding my bike. I like doing all those things. So for me, it would be a nightmare if I had some spinal problem or something. So I'm really grateful that I don't. I have some shoulder injuries, and it's very difficult for me to train upper body with any kind of weights. I mean, I literally cannot bench press even 60 kilos. I can't bench press that because the shoulder's too weak. So I do what I can do, and now, it doesn't bother me really, because having huge upper body muscles is not really important for me now. It's important for me to be cardiovascular